Carthos! Oh! Cal Weathers and the twins. Throughout the last few days, Bill and Ben have been doing a grand job clearing the tracks, so that they can help all the engines run right on time. However, they weren't the only engines clearing the tracks, as the Hoghorn Express was doing the same thing. And ever since the snowstorm, they felt like they had to clear the tracks more than ever. But they still worked hard, whether they were clearing snow from the track or doing their work on the branch line. Duncan was supposed to clear the narrow gauge tracks, but he wasn't allowed to leave the shed. Not long ago, he had threw his snowplow into the lake, and once the controller found out about it, he kept him in the shed for quite a while. And ever since Bill and Ben scared him in their snow monster disguises, he hasn't complained about his snowplow once. And Dusty and Cruz Ramirez were impressed. Well, Dusty, I never thought I'd say this, but I think Duncan has finally stopped complaining about his snowplow. And thanks to that snow monster, he will do as he is told about wearing his snowplow from now on. Then Duncan became suspicious. Wait a minute. Were you two the snow monsters? Bill and Ben jumped. No, we weren't. I think Philip needs our help at the quarry. Yeah, so, Mustache, ow! Ben, what did I tell you about that? I'm starting to believe that they were the snow monsters. Before Dusty and Cruz Ramirez could answer, Cal Weathers arrived. Ah, Cal Weathers, nice to see you again. Nice to see you too, Cruz, Dusty, and Duncan. And what's up with Bill and Ben? Why are they running away so fast? Oh, well, give us a sec. Now Duncan was even more suspicious. Now I know for sure that the twins were the evil snow monsters. So basically, Duncan doesn't know it yet that Bill and Ben played a trick on him. Bill and Ben played tricks? I don't believe that. Because they warned me about the THX logo and the Activision logo. Well, if you say so, if they won't play a trick on you. Yeah, I'm pretty positive they won't play a trick on me. Like I said, if you say so. So, Bill and Ben were the snow monsters, weren't they? I don't know. You were probably dreaming that night, Duncan. But Duncan wasn't dreaming. Alright then, if you won't tell me, I'm gonna go find out for myself. But that was easier said than done. Duncan, go back to your shed now. Bother. Silly Duncan, you have to wait until you're allowed to leave the shed again. Shut up, Dusty. That night, the twins were taking their last load of stone and rock to the harbor. There, stone delivered, back to the quarry for a rest. And as they were heading back to the quarry, they saw Cal Weathers. Ah, Cal Weathers. Nice to see you again. That's what Cruz Ramirez said. Anyways, you two, I have a question. Cruz Ramirez has told me that you played tricks on other engines. Is that true? Us? Playing tricks on our engines? No way. We would never do that. Yeah, you clearly must have been dreaming. And the twins left before Cal could answer. The next morning, he decided to ask some engines whether the twins were cheeky or not, and Ferdinand was the first one he asked. Well, they were originally going to use Rolly for their snow clearing duties, but they decided to give it back to me after they realized it was a bad idea. So, do you think that they're not so cheeky? Before Ferdinand could answer, Daisy... Whoa! Interrupted. That's not true. Bill played a trick on me. It was an April Fool's prank. So don't trust them, Cal. and she purred away. Ugh, that Diesel. She can really lose her temper easily. Yep, I agree with you. Meanwhile, Duncan was still in his shed, and the controller was keeping an eye on him. Sir, I'm not a child who needs a babysitter. Don't you have other things to do with your day? No, I don't, Duncan. And if you wouldn't have thrown your snowplow into the lake, then I wouldn't be watching over you. What the? Diesel 10! Did you destroy the breakdown train again? Oh, you're gonna get it now. I got your twin Ben into the snow, Bill. Now you can't help him. Well, that's okay. I can just figure out my way around. You'll have to beat me to the point. Oh, no, you don't. Beat ya. Now you're trapped. Dang it. Great. Now we're stuck. So it was you. Whoa. Duncan, it's not what you think. I knew you two were the snow monsters. I just knew it. Because look at Ben. He's covered like one. Okay, first off, my face isn't even covered. And look, we're sorry what we did. Yeah, we were just, trying to teach you a lesson about throwing your snowplow into the lake. Well, after what you just did, I am not wearing my snowplow ever again! Duncan? Uh-oh. I shall talk to you later. And now I suggest you go back to the shed. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. And you, Diesel 10, I'd like a word with you too. So, it's true. You really are cheeky engines. You heard Duncan yell at us, didn't you? And he was more angrier than Daisy, as I saw this morning. Yeah, Daisy can often lose her temper. Like how she crashed some trucks into me back in April. I see. So, do you need any help, Bill, getting Ben back onto the track? Why are you offering to help? Me and Ben just lied to you. Oh well, I can get over it. Like how I got over Lightning and Bobby's pranks in the Piston Cup races years ago. Alright then, let's get to work. So with the help of Cal Weathers, he and Bill were able to get Ben back onto the track. And Bill pushed him to the works. While Cal Weathers went to the shed. And as for Duncan, he was now stuck in the shed for the rest of the month. So he'll probably be back to work December 1st.